What's up guys, JayzTwoCents here, and I've got my first build of 2017. Yeah, I mean, what a better way to start the year besides CES, which I'm on the way to right now by the time you guys are watching this video, but then with a brand new build featuring some brand new hardware that just hit the market. With its dual BIOS, 10+2 power phase delivery, RGB ACX 3.0 cooler, and factory overclock, the EVGA GTX 1070 and 1080 for the win are excellent choices for gamers who demand the best. Learn more by following the link down below. Okay, I don't want to bore you too much with the specs, but I know you guys are dying to see, and I'm calling it Order 66. That's what I named the build. I thought it was very Sithy with it being black and red. A lot of black and red builds are highly overdone and saturated, but I've never personally built a red and black build for myself. I've done red and gunmetal, but not red and black. And I called it Order 66 because I thought it seemed very Sithy and dark-sidey with the way it looks, especially with the white accents in there with the LEDs. I thought it looked a lot like the new TIE Fighters 2 that you guys see in the newest movie, not Rogue One, but Episode 7. Granted, yes, I know Order 66 and the TIE Fighter that I'm showing here are from two different eras, but I digress. It doesn't matter. It looks cool, and that's what I called it. CPU-wise, it is running the brand spanking new Kaby Lake 7700K from Intel. I don't think that surprises any of you guys. It's the whole reason why I built a new system. It's got a 4.2 gigahertz turbo clock out of the box, but this one I am running right now, this very second, at 5 gigahertz. And that's just fun to say, 5 gigahertz. You know why? I have never owned a CPU that could run 5 gigahertz stable as it just went to sleep. It's tiring, it's tough work running 5 gigahertz. I should probably go in there and change the power settings, huh? But keeping that 5 gigahertz cool at 1.325 volts, I might add, is my 3-year-old Corsair H100i with the fan set to silent. And it's doing a fantastic job at keeping it cool because I wanted to see what power draw and temperatures were like on the new Kaby Lake. We will be talking about that in a separate video where I talk about overclocking, and that is going to be a fun video because 5 gigahertz. That's fun, right? But I took that new Kaby Lake 7700K CPU and I had it make passionate love to the new motherboard, which is the ASRock Z270 Gaming K6 Fatality motherboard. It's a long name, I know. But I'm excited for this motherboard. I'm going to be taking a look at a few Z270 motherboards, but I started it off with the new ASRock board because one, the last ASRock board I played with, you guys might remember this. I sort of took a drill to it. I thought I was making a cool mod. Instead, I made a moment that will go down in history as one that I will never live down, where Jay drilled holes in a motherboard. But there are some fantastic upgrades to the new Fatality motherboards. One, they look fantastic. They've got onboard lighting that is not too intrusive or in your face. It's a nice subtle glow, which I think looks great, and it even stays on when the system is powered off, but you can change that setting if you don't like that. Multiple LAN ports on there. It's got Sound Blaster Cinema built-in surround sound if you guys are going to hook this up to some speakers directly through the motherboard, and of course the Z270 chipset, as I already said. But what makes this motherboard fantastic is that it's an amazing balance of both gaming features and overclocking features, so you can have the best of both worlds without having to compromise and try to decide, do I want to build a gaming system or do I want to have overclocking features? They give you both. And it's all mated with an amazing UEFI BIOS that makes it very simple to overclock both your memory and your CPU and deal with voltage and fan tuning built in. Nothing makes me sadder than an amazing motherboard that doesn't have built-in fan tuning, and this one has both. So you guys we'll take a look at that as well when I do my official Z270 overclocking and Kaby Lake overclocking guide in the future. For memory, I'm running 16 gigabytes of G.Skill DDR4 Trident Z memory. It matched, again, perfectly with the red and gunmetal. And then for graphics card, I went ahead and went with my MSI GTX 1080 Gaming X because, again, it matched perfectly. All these colors just went together like this build was just meant to be. Even my SSD, the HyperX Savage, it's red and black. And you can see it because the back of the case that I'm using, the Corsair 570X Crystal, is all glass. It's glass on the back, it's glass on the front, the top. I mean, you have to literally plan out every cable in this build because of the fact that even the back panel is glass. And admittedly, this has probably been the hardest bit of cable management I've ever had to do in any case, because typically you just have to make the front side look good. And then the back, you just kind of all just stick your foot on there and shove the panel closed because you don't see those cables. But not in this one, it all shows. So you've got to think about it. But of course, the fans on this thing are also RGB, so you can change the colors. I made them red. What other color would I make them? This build has been a lot of fun. I mean, even the cables on here match the build perfectly with the red sleeve EVGA cables mated to my SuperNova 1000 watt EVGA power supply. Everything on this build is well thought out. And I'll be honest, I spent 4 hours putting this thing together. 4 hours, and it's not even a custom water cooling loop. That just shows you how much I cared. Just a little sneak peek at how well my 7700K here is performing at 5 gigahertz. It scored a 1109 on Cinebench R15, which has actually edged out the performance of a 3930K 6-core 12-thread CPU. Yeah, granted, that's a couple of generations old. The 3930K is definitely no slouch. And yeah, it beat it out on Cinebench R15. But I will be doing an in-depth future video here on how to overclock your Kaby Lake CPU. I do also have a 7600K, which I will be doing a video on, comparing the two and whether or not you need an i5 or an i7 moving forward for new builds. I am absolutely in love with this system. It looks phenomenal, and it hasn't taken on its final form. It will be evolving a little bit here as I take a look at some of the other motherboards on the market. I've got 2 more I'm gonna be taking a look at here in the near future, and then I do think this build deserves a custom water-cooled in its final form. So what do you guys think of my first build of 2017, Order 66? I'm glad I waited to do a build in this case. I've had it for a few months. In fact, Corsair's been like, hey, Jay, are you gonna do a build? You said you were gonna do a build. I don't see a build. Can you please do a build? I'm glad I waited and did it in the Kaby Lake stuff, or did it with the Kaby Lake stuff. I think it looks phenomenal. Anyway, guys, time to go. Thanks for taking a look at my sneak peek of stuff coming up here in early 2017. Tell me what you guys think of Order 66. I think it looks phenomenal. I mean, it's going to be kind of a bitch to keep clean, though, with all of that glass, both inside and out. But I think it turned out great. And it's, as I mentioned, it's not in its final form. We will be taking a look at some other motherboards and a 7600K CPU here in the near future. So sound off in the comments here, guys. We're starting off the year right. 2016 was amazing for channel growth. I mean, we ended the year at 880,000 subscribers. We are just marching right along towards 1 million. Also, too, it would mean the world to me if you guys would check out my CES 2017 coverage. I took 2016 off. I did not go in 2016. And 2017, I will definitely be there making a splash. Coconut Monkey's going with me. We've got 2 idiots go to CES. It's going to be fun. It would mean the world to me if you guys would watch it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Tell me what you think of the new system. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.